Hello, Grape family. Welcome to another weekly update video. I'm your host and favorite moderator Sam21. In this video, we are going to talk about a lot of interesting stuff, including things about winemaker game, vinium, the financial NFTs, future plans for our nodes, and a bit about our three different types of presses. So, without wasting any further time, let's get started with this week's weekly update video. We managed to smash the previous week's goal of 30 likes on the previous weekly update video. So, I believe in you, Grape family, and I hope that we can smash this week's goal of 35 likes on this video. So, smash that like button and subscribe to Grape Finance's YouTube channel. First is everyone's favorite token, that is, of course, the grape. Grape right now is trading at $0.24, which is very close to its all-time low of $0.23. Now, you must be thinking why this downtrend in grape? Well, there is no one single answer for this. It may be that people are selling their grapes out of fear, or it could be that people are being cautious regarding their investments and being less degen. But regardless of what Grape has been doing in the past few days or past few weeks, the team hasn't stopped working even for a day. Updates are rolling out as usual and it's business like any other day. And the cherry on top is that depending on when you're watching this video, Vinium is set to launch on 1st November, that is today, on Tuesday. It will be a beta launch only for the OGs of Grape Finance. And while all of that is going on in the background, the supply of the Grape token has reduced consistently over the past few weeks. You can check the circulating supply of Grape right here on the homepage. And make sure that you also keep an eye on this badge right here, which is the Grape burn indicator. That is it for our grape token. Let us now move on to the wine token. Wine, similar to grape, has been trading sideways for quite some days now. The wine token seems to be holding really well between $14 to $15. The liquidity of wine token is sitting very steady thanks to our wine press. Make sure that you buy some cheap wine when you have the chance, because once Vinium starts paying out revenue to wine holders, I don't think there are any chances that wine will be available for this cheap. But of course, you do you. Please only invest what you can afford to lose. That is it for both the tokens. Let us now move on to the NFT collections by Grape Finance. The first NFT collection that we are going to look at is the winery collection. The floor price of the winery collection is sitting at 3 AVX compared to the previous week of 2.4 AVX. The floor hasn't went up significantly, but I see this as a good buying opportunity considering the fact that the airdrops from the airdrop pool is going to go out this week. So, if you already have a ton of nodes, you should buy at least one of these NFTs to qualify yourself for the airdrops. The airdrop pool has almost 100,000 grapes in it and 4 to 5 wines, I guess. LB shared a very interesting thing in the previous AMA. He said that if we tally all the airdrops that went out for the winery collection NFT holders, at the time of sending out those airdrops, the whole combined airdrop was worth around $500,000. So that is $500,000 worth of wine and grape token that was sent out to winery collection holders. That is it for the winery collection NFT. Let us now move on to the vintners collection. Similar to the winery collection NFT, the floor price for the vintners hasn't moved significantly. The floor has stayed between 1.5 AVX and 1.7 AVX for 2 weeks now. Also, the total listed count has remained fairly stable for now. I'm going to talk about a lot of updates that are going to come out with the winemaker game. So make sure that you stick around till the end of this video. Speaking of updates, let us take a look at the newly updated dashboard by our team member Taz. You can now access your investments on one single page. You can check out the vineyard, winery, nodes, and lastly the presses, which we will take a look at right now. First up is going to be the wine press, of course. If, like me, you are also confused with the mechanics of the presses, then I suggest you please check out the newly updated docs that includes the mechanics of the presses. This was made by Fizzle with the help of Need Money, Taz, Need Grape, and Crypto Neo. So, a big thanks to our team members and our lovely community members. Please find this in the announcement or you can check out the docs page from the website. With the update of dashboard, you can now see a lot of new things in the presses. First is the assassination tracker that will tell you how far or close are you to getting assassinated. Your claimed share, which means how much have you claimed. Your pending shares, which means how much more can you claim. And the remaining shares. I think that the numbers shown here in the contract balance are a bit off. So we aren't going to take any chances. Let's just go back to our old ways. I'm sure that this is not a major problem and Taz, our team member, will be able to easily resolve it. Okay, so wine press, yeah. The total deposits in the wine press is sitting at 19,761 wine meme LP tokens compared to the previous week of 19,400 wine meme LP tokens. That is still a decent increase considering the fact that there is only so much wine to go around, and with already 70% of wine meme liquidity being locked in the wine press. So yeah, that is it for the wine press. Let us now move on to another press, that is the grape soda press. The total deposits in the grape soda press is 165,000 grape x grape LP tokens compared to the previous week of 163,000 LP tokens. The deposits in the soda press is still moving up consistently, which is really good for X grape considering the amount of grape meme LP tokens that are auto compounding in the magic worlds. The more grape meme LP tokens in the magic, the faster we move towards PEG. That is it for the grape soda press. Let us now move on to the latest addition of the presses, that is the solera aging room. The deposits in the solera aging room has gone up by more than 100,000 LP tokens in just a week. It's very impressive if you take into account the fact that there are only 3.2 million S vintages token in the circulation. So that is easily more than 50% of the S vintage token supply locked in the solera aging room. So get your S vintage token and stake it in the aging room. That is it for the updates. Let's do a quick recap of what was discussed in the previous AMA. First, I'm going to talk a bit about nodes. As you all know, the grape node has been migrated to version 2. But still, it seems that the daily APR is dropping, which is very natural considering the fact that there is little to no new money coming in into the nodes. And the same is for the grape meme swapsicle nodes and the grape walrus nodes. We all know that the grape meme swapsicle nodes cannot be migrated to the grape soda press, or you could say integrated to grape soda press. So LB is working on grape meme nodes to migrate them to press. A lot of questions were asked regarding the Grape Walrus LPs. LB has mentioned that it's still being thought on since we have to decide if we want to build liquidity for that pair or not. So I guess that we will have to wait for the Grape Meme Sopsicle nodes to get its own press, and let's see how the planning for the Grape Walrus nodes go. Enough regarding the nodes. Let us take a look at something that's everyone interested in. You guessed it correct, it is the vinium. LB shared some really good news regarding the vinium in the previous AMA. He mentioned that he has been using vinium for the past few days on the mainnet through a local host. That cheeky bastard. Just kidding. He also mentioned that he will push the final contracts integration with UI, and the launch for OG is today, that is the Tuesday the 1st. The people that will use the Vinium first, that is the OGs, will have to be very careful and respectful with the platform since it's still in the beta phase. The plan is to get feedback from the users, which will result in the updates rolling out in the future. And regarding the revenue, we all know that the initial revenue sharing will be airdropped to wine stakers in the winery. After that, there will be a separate contract where we would also be able to distribute the earnings from the bots. And regarding the marketing, Steve has been doing a really wonderful job. LB mentioned that the team has a meeting with the Ava Labs after we have an open launch for Vinium. Thank you, Steve, if you are listening to this. That is it for the Daddy utility. Let us now discuss a few things regarding the winemaker game. The newest addition to the winemaker game is the new tool called the floor corker. It has a total supply of only 75, which we will talk about in a minute, and it has a vintage multiplier of 6, which is slightly better than the hydrometer. Good news for everyone that missed out on the mint, because I know it went out really fast. LB has mentioned that he will be increasing the supply of the floor corker to a total supply of 200. So, an additional 125 floor corker NFTs or tools will be available to mint soon. And seeing how these tools go out really quick, LB also mentioned that he plans to have auction based mints for the tools in the future. Not much info was shared regarding the auctions, but I'll make sure to cover it in the future videos. Speaking of tools, LB also mentioned that there will be several new tools coming in the coming weeks. So do not worry if you missed out on the minting, because there will be more to come. The new illiquid token called the Resin for the winemaker game has been a huge success, because as you all know, it helps greatly with the tracking of the grape burn. With the help of the minting of resin token, LB mentioned that we have burned a total of 16,000 grapes plus the LPs that hasn't been split yet, that is held in the DAO. The token that was used most to mint resin is the X grape token. Let us now talk about something very interesting that LB is planning to do with Grape Finance. Those are financial NFTs that we are going to come out with the help of Revest Finance. Now, the working of the financial NFTs can be a bit complicated to understand depending on how much IQ you have. I'm joking, of course. Well, the main goal for the financial NFTs is to reduce the emissions but to still incentivize the LPs at the same time. The mechanics for this is different for every protocol. The general overview, bear with me, is that people can deposit their LPs in the Revest. Then the Revest protocol gives you NFTs for which you get an upfront payout in wine, which is a certain percentage of the return. Those LPs are then staked like normal, and that yield goes back to the treasury. And at the end of the maturity, which is set at 1 month, which was mentioned by LB, the investors get back their LPs. In the meantime, the DAO earns protocol owned liquidity. You don't lose your principal and you get an upfront payment. So, in my opinion, this is a win win situation for everyone involved. But as I previously mentioned, this system is different for every protocol. So, I think it is okay to assume that there will be certain modifications in this system when financial NFTs launch for Grape Finance. That is it for this week's weekly update video. Make sure that you like this video, and our goal is 35 likes for this video. Thank you for tuning in. See you on the next weekly update video.